Hello, this is Sarah from Align with Sarah. Just getting settled in for class. It's my hope to be holding space for this time together for finding hope. So I offer a meditation class regularly on Monday nights here in the community classroom. I am here, I have space available for people to join because we have a lot of maybes, but this beautiful space, it's ready for those maybes, the people that said they might be able to come. And hopefully we have some audience here in like virtual attendance. I have this turned off so I'm not distracted by numbers. But I will be able to see comments, which I do see a few comments. Thank you for that. Hopefully my voice is loud enough that you can hear me. I kind of get in my talking zone and I get a little quiet, but hopefully you can adjust the volume and hear me just fine. So this is a class offered with love. In these moments of what I feel like a very strong need for some kindness and hope and a plan, or feeling like we have a plan, or some kind of connection to some piece of spark of love somewhere, somehow. And that's our focus. So each month I have a theme for my own personal growth. That's the theme for September is clarity. The theme for the classes for meditation is finding the rhythm for fall, for this new season here in the Northeast. And the focus of today's work, this moment right now, is finding hope with clarity, with calmness, with this intention of holding that for at least a season, maybe the rest of our life. At the end of our time together, I'll announce our upcoming classes. I just want to stay in this moment of connection and that space of finding calmness, finding something to grab onto that is endearing with love, and acknowledge that we want to hold that for a while. With clarity, I'd love to move forward and offer my thoughts on what meditation is, how we will be spending time together. I don't encourage anything that's not comfortable. If you need to fidget, fidget. If you need to stand up, stand up. If you need to move and adjust, please do that. We will begin here in just a moment standing up, and I will walk through body scan, engaging different parts of the body and thinking of different things as we move through the body. But in this moment, I want to be clear that when I say meditation, when I offer meditation, it is an invitation to let something go. That's all that it is. You can find the moving meditation or the stillness in meditation, or that place where you become no body, no physical body, and you let go of something, whatever it is. Let go of worry, let go of the pain for just a minute, let go of the story that's holding you back, let go of the resistance of acknowledging the story that's holding you back. Just letting go of something. To me, that is meditation. So we will begin. And I am going to stand up. I'm going to adjust this camera to come away from this seated position. And I can't find a way to lift this up, so we'll just stand like this. So I'm standing, and my intention for this meditation, for this time, it might find me in stillness, and it might find me in some movement, and you're welcome to engage in that if that feels great. We're going to begin in what feels like comfort, what feels neutral, adjusting my attire, finding a place where I feel like I can really relax. I want to feel my body letting go, standing up, but letting go. Let's take a deep breath together. And my toes, we're going to look at my toes for a little bit right here. Hopefully you can see them. I'm going to lift my toes. I'm going to sort of move my feet around here for just a little bit. And I'm going to find a place where they feel very anchored, where I feel like there's a lot of my foot that is being used to connect to the floor. And you can do this sitting in a chair, standing up, even laying down. By lifting the knees and just engaging the feet. Finding support. Offering this thought of, I see you, feet. I hear you, feet. I appreciate you. When I use the word love, when I say, I love you, feet, I'm going to be tying that in this moment as we find our place, our feet, our grounding. Having hope is having love. Having hope is having a spark to connect to. This little ember of love that can keep us going. And find that appreciation, that love, that hope in the feet. And take one breath here. And we're going to shift our attention to our knees. Maybe find some softness with a bend. Maybe straighten one, straighten the other. See those knees, feel those knees. Offer the knees some love. Knees, achy, sore knees can express that unexpressed anger. Could express an issue with ego. Something might be pressing the ego, pushing, pushing our buttons of insecurity, giving a chance to offer that area some movement, some thought, so you can let that go. Taking a breath. Maybe another. Movement, stillness, whatever feels great. One more moment here, offering love, finding hope. We'll move up to the hips. We can sway the body. Feel those hips, look at those hips. Use our hands, touch the hips. What feels good? Some motion or some stillness? There's no right or wrong answer. And these hips are this very wise area of the body, just like everywhere else, where we have an expression when it's painful to move forward. Our hips can become tight. Seeing the hips, noticing the hips, offering love. Finding hope. Taking a breath in and out. What can I let go of in this moment? What do I want to hold on to as I come into this season of quietness? Season of shorter days, colder nights, and this environment of letting go all around. Just another moment with the hips. That breath in that breath in and that breath out, using the nose, using the mouth, whatever feels great, whatever feels easy. I'm going to offer that gratitude for our hips. They teach us about inner wisdom, and we're going to move to the center body. This is everything: our heart, our shoulders, our ribs, our digestion. And this is the space where we say, I'm Sarah, this is my opinion. These are my beliefs. This is my dream. We point to this area. We connect to this area. Where might we be holding back ourself, our purpose, our connection to a higher power? Begins with that appreciation of all of us connecting to our purpose, connecting to what makes our heart sing. Feeling like we are able to be manifesting our best self, our best outcomes. We're in alignment with our purpose. We can take all that in and we can process that. And we can let it go. From here to here, all of this happens. Let's take a moment. Maybe offer some movement to that center body. That breath. A connection. I see you. Feel you. When I say I love you, I feel that. I see that hope. I believe in that hope. I'm going to draw that out with love. Let's take a moment with the center body. And then we'll move into the head and neck, and then we'll take a break. Moving from the center body, where so much decision is made from our heart, from our gut, we're going to move to the head. We're going to move through vulnerability. We're going to be moving into the head and the neck. Maybe move that around a little bit. See what it feels like to touch the scalp. Maybe rub the forehead. Maybe just move the head from side to side. Find a circle. Listen to those crunchies. I hear you. I see you. I feel you. And what if we told our neck that we loved it? What if we told our head, our brain, all of it that we love it? Offer it love. Offer it that hope. Offer it that feeling of inspiration. Taking a moment to really feel that in the mind. Maybe the mind is talking, maybe the mind is saying, it's time to move. We have just do 5 more breath cycles and then we will move. If that feels good, or we'll just stay and veg out if that feels good. Breathing in, breathing out. This area at the top of the head connects us to a higher power. something else. Our right hemisphere and our left hemisphere. We have blood flow. We have this shared, this reaching across of the body that doesn't happen with the blood flow in very many places. Imagining that logical side and that creative side, shaking hands. I see you. I appreciate you. We can find love, we can find hope. Anything we look for, we will find. That last breath, and maybe finding some movement with the whole body. What do my arms want to do? What do my legs want to do? What does my whole body want to do? And I'll settle in for the last 10-15 minutes. The meditation time here at the classroom is typically about 45-50 minutes. Sometimes we get carried away. I get in my talking thing. I'm going to take a position sitting. You can help yourself to lie down. You are probably at home and have a couch, a more comfortable floor than our hardwood floor here. Find a position where we maybe can invite in some stillness with the body. Oh, I love a good yawn. That is an indication that that energy is shifting. Something new is happening. My neurological system is trying to reset. All right, let's find a supported position. I'm going to scoot back in my chair a little bit so I feel some support from my lower back. Whatever your position is, feel free to move. Feel free to change that. And with our supported posture, I'm going to encourage intention with the hands. I have my hands on my knees here. I'll show you. This is what my one looks like. It's reaching a little bit. I have long arms, so whatever, it's a resting position. If I was any further up, I feel like I would be holding back. I can't really go any more forward, but find a place that feels neutral for your hands, but have them in contact with your body. Laying on the heart, maybe one on the heart, one on the belly. Doesn't matter which one. Both on the belly, hips, but keep them separate if that feels good. If this feels great, go for that. But try to find a spot, intentional, open-handed, resting. With meditation, that letting go, that reminder of letting go. We have so much around us, frustration, anger, disgruntled people. Maybe we feel that way. We're going to find a moment. We're going to let that go. And how we're going to do that whatever that negative feeling is. There might be one, there might be several. We're going to imagine that we have our hands gripped really tightly. And I'm even moving my body to demonstrate this. Whatever that frustration is, whatever that negative emotion is, we're going to imagine that as a rope. And it's tug of war between you, your body, your mind, your spirit. All of your attention is on that rope. It's keeping you from receiving something else. So we're going to take a moment and recognize that. And while we're imagining this rope, we're imagining our grip on that rope, I'm going to invite you to lay it down. We're just going to let go of it for just a minute so we can acknowledge how much energy that is taking up for us. All that anger, not being heard, not being appreciated, being overwhelmed, spread too thin. We're just going to let go of that for just 1 minute, or even just a moment. And when we let go, we can have that reality check, how much that is consuming us. How much do we not want to let that go? How hard is that? How many excuses do you have? How does that make you feel important? There's a lot of stories that we can tell ourselves, how important that rope is that we're playing tug of war with that negative emotion. One of my favorite things to remember, that Rachel Hollis quote, "You are more than you become. You are more than the 17 committees that you're on, the salary that needs to be 6 figures, 7 figures, doubled by next year. You're more than the title you keep, the stress that comes with, the pressure. You are more than you become." And you can't be your best self when you're occupied in this struggle. So let's just let it go. Sadness, just for 1 moment. What else is there beyond the sadness? I mentioned a lot of negative emotions. All of them, in my opinion, all of them are forms of fear. Even sadness. I have a chart here of frequencies of emotion from that concept of vibration, keeping a vibe in the body that resonates at love or above. This is at 500 megahertz frequency. If we're emitting that, then we are healthy, wealthy, wise, manifestors, full of love. And to get there, we need hope. have this chart here because of the desire to remind myself, remind anyone that's listening, that the vibration of the emotion of courage comes on a lower level, so it comes before a feeling of neutrality. And hope helps us get to courage. And hope helps us get to neutral. And the vibration that is above that is willingness. And then we move into acceptance. When we face that fear, we can give it a word that is a negative emotion, my anger, my frustration, my overwhelm, my lack of being appreciated, this feeling of being unsupported. When we face that fear, that takes hope to get us to courage, to then clean the slate off. Well, what if I didn't have this? What if I let this rope go? What else is left? So can we find courage? We invited in hope through the whole body. There is hope somewhere. You're listening to this, or you've just tuned in, or you've fast forwarded to this spot. You've found a place where there is at least curiosity. Hope, courage, and then that neutral, okay, maybe there's something else. Optimism might come next. So we have those consciously placed hands on the body. They might feel very warm. They might start to feel very heavy. They're open on the body. Hopefully they're open in your mind, imagining letting go of this rope. We're going to imagine them, our hands, we're going to turn them so the palms face up. We're going to make sure everything's okay. Send that message and heal those hands. Get them ready to receive. Know what we want. So we can ask for it. We could reach for it with our heart, our hands, our mind. We can find the opportunity to connect. My hands are just resting on my lap with my palms up. Receiving some sunlight, receiving some hope, receiving a thought of love and appreciation. We're going to, let's take 6 breaths in silence. take that silence, we're going to take that peace, P-E-A-S-E, or C-E, sorry, P-E-A-C-E, what we have just received. We're going to place our hands on our heart, bring that in to that center body, bring that into our experience, our heart space. Imagine that we're scooping up something great and putting it in here. We'll spend just a moment here. Supporting our heart, supporting our dream, supporting who we are, ourself with that capital S. We'll be here for that 1 minute, 6 breath cycles, using your nose, using your mouth, using however that works best to get those deep breaths. Now here at the end of class, maybe there's a lot to think about already, but I'm going to offer you that thought of, I'm going to give you back your hands and you get to choose what you do with them. Pick up that frustration, pick up that negative thought, pick up that anger, pick up that feeling of bleh. Or maybe we've noticed how heavy it is. Maybe we don't want to carry it anymore. Maybe we can hear our heart a little better. Maybe we can understand our body a little better now that we're listening, looking, wondering. This is a great time at the end of class to connect to a little bit of time for journaling. We have the reflection sheets journal page here in the classroom, and I'll just offer you what's on it. Something that caught your attention today during class. A memory or a story that came up while we were doing our work. Is there something you want to learn more about? What activity, movement, breath, the laying of the hands, imagery, what felt really good? What was your favorite part? The last 2 prompts that are here are an emotion or a feeling that you're having right now. It's a great thing to write down. And where do you feel that in your body? Of course, you can write about whatever you would like to write about. Those are just some prompts to maybe stimulate some extra thought or give some direction. And before I'm done, I want to give direction on how we can connect again. This Wednesday, we have this community space transforms a little bit, and I offer $20 sessions for the work that I do. That is available between 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock. You can just stop in. There's no appointments. There's no pressure to be here on a certain time. And you come in, you sign in, and then then I will come get you as soon as I'm available. And time goes pretty quickly. You can chat with some wonderful people. Hopefully there's a nice little crowd here. And if you are not local, please reach out and email me. My email is in the description of this video and all the videos. But you can find me at sayhello@alignwithsarah.com to reach out for questions and let me know if you're interested in a session remotely, and that work would transition from in-person to remote work between 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock. So we will have a time frame to shoot for a remote session, and they're 15 minutes and they're $20, and we can get a lot of work done with distance Reiki, restorative healing, and energy work just in general. And then if you're local, here in the classroom we have a gong sound bath this Saturday, 10:30. We have a local Dr. Mistrada who is going to be offering that class, and hopefully know that a little bit. And in the next couple months, you'll see Kundalini Yoga incorporated in and around that sound bath experience with the gongs. And please check out the website. There is a lot of stuff that happens here in the classroom. The list of public classes is available on the events page in on alignwithsarah.com. I do try to post everything on Facebook, but I am not a very socially online person. I prefer to live my life away from a screen as much as possible, and I socialize in real life with real people, talking about real things. And I hope that you are available to come into the classroom or connect via Zoom or live stream. Our next live stream event, I believe, is the 24th. I don't have a calendar right in front of me. But Wednesday, we're doing another live stream, which it is scheduled on the YouTube channel for group Reiki healing. And that will be at noon, and that'll be about 15 minutes. We just jump into that work and just let it be whatever it is. Okay, well, I saw a lot of people making comments, and I'm not sure what the deal is with some of them, but who knows about spam. It's always just such a crazy experience you gotta laugh at it. And I guess that's it for class today. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you again real soon. Thank you so much. Bye now.